So what I'm hearing you say is this is a much more proactive approach versus a reactive approach to the way we think and the way we approach situations. It's not even approach a problem, it's just approach a situation that comes to us. And there were two terms that I love that you played with, and that was our personal power and our signature presence. Could you speak to those a little bit?
When you are deploying yourself, there is a version of yourself that is the best self I could possibly be, right? And signature presence has to do with the unique suite of assets that I possess, that you possess, that create the best possible experience in other people of you, of me. And it's really hard to see yourself. So one of the things you have to do is ask other people, what are the strengths that you see in me, my assets, my talents, my skills, the qualities that I possess that you can count on when I'm at my best? And oftentimes we tell people 6 or 7 people will do. They can be within your circle of influence at work or in the community or even at home, and you'll begin to see patterns in what people say. And you have your own point of view on yourself, but it's very hard to see yourself. And so what you want, really signature, is the uniqueness of you that keeps showing up when you're at your best. And we need to go into inquiry. We don't know that right away. What we think our strengths might be, actually others have a whole different version of it. So it's an exploration, and it's an evolving exploration. Sometimes in certain settings, 2 or 3 assets will show up in higher relief than in other settings. So if I'm a parent or a spouse, my patience might really be something that is my signature. I have a very long fuse. Whereas over here, when I'm trying to drive for results, maybe nobody really ever sees that. So we get kind of a composite picture of who we are. And the reason for doing that is not just so you can feel good. Oh, there's a unique suite of strengths that I possess. Isn't that great? It gives you a way to be more intentional on what am I doing in a situation to really drive for results? How do I more intentionally show up? So that whole thing about seeing yourself in the best possible light of what you have to bring to the world is for the sake of something, making something happen that's important to you and others. It's not just for, your self-aggrandizement. That's not what it's about at all. It's so that you can be much more intentional.
And is that collection of assets, is that your personal power?
It's interesting. If you look in the book, we talk about conventional wisdom when it comes to power, which is very true. Conventional wisdom might include my position in life, my status, might be how smart I am, my degree, my subject matter expertise, could have to do with my authority that I've been given in order to get work done. Could even be my fame, my celebrity. I'm well known, even in my community, for X, Y, or Z. And those are true sources of power. However, there's another whole set of variables that really come from ABT insights, asset-based thinking insights into power, which has to do with where is your passion? Who are you in terms of your character, your values? What is it that you believe in that helps you do what you were born to do, helps you get behind something with that true authenticity? So I like to think of conventional wisdom as externally ordained power. Somebody is conferring power on you, whereas ABT insights into power has to do with what you bring to the party, what you have naturally to work with, and finding an expression, an outlet, a way to really express those inner sources of power.
And then my signature presence is the way that I use those assets. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, it's so if I'm if I've got a talent or a strength in being able to manage people well, or manage processes well, or being able to set a vision. It's related to what I'm deeply passionate about. So if I'm setting that vision and I'm letting my passion show through, I'm bringing myself into the equation, right? So my signature presence has to do with how people experience me, and my internal sources of power, my passion, my value system, what I was born to do, my mighty cause, fuels that ability for me to show up in the way that is very high impact and engaging and enrolling for other people.
And the good news is this is something that I can improve, I can cultivate, right?
You know, honestly, yes. And the other piece of the equation, it's what I get for free. You know, so what I am drawn to in terms of the purpose in my life is something that's probably shown up in a variety of ways from the time I've been in elementary school. You know, it's a through line in my life. So if I'm passionate about developing other people and I have a role as a leader, it could have shown up in terms of peer support when I was in high school, or I might have been a mentor then, and that really was very fulfilling and satisfying to me. So it's oftentimes important to explore, you know, get outside of your own life. We kind of take our life for granted and explore what are the signature moments in my life that have shaped me and that I have shaped. And one of the ways we do that is by helping people map those signature experiences. It's another way to get at your signature presence.